All right, Steve. So last week, about a week and a half ago, you ran this promotion that I've never heard about before. We'll make your payment for an entire year here at Gordon Chevrolet, Great Northeast on the Boulevard, correct?
Yes.
All right. So the question that I wanted to find out from you, is just you and I are visiting here today, is how did you do?
Greg, I got to tell you, this was by far, in my 40 years in the car business, the best event that I've ever did or been part of. And I'm going to congratulate you and your team for getting the message out there. And I want to thank the hundreds of people that came in to buy a car, and our banks, and my staff. It was overwhelming. In fact, I'm going to say this to you, Greg. We couldn't get to everybody. When we got back in after we closed up Saturday night, Monday morning, there was hundreds of emails. I had on my extension alone 82 sales calls coming in.
Oh my.
From Sunday, late Saturday night, Sunday, and Monday on. I couldn't get there for whatever reason. There was a multitude of excuses why they couldn't get here. A lot of them were completely legitimate. And so what I'd like to do, and I would like to invite you and your team back in here again, I just want to do the deal just one more time.
We'll make your payment for an entire year again?
Just one more time. Just do the deal.
Whoa.
We're doing the deal again? We're doing the same deal?
Doing the same deal, Kev?
12 payments for a year. We're over appraising trades again.
Yes. And no money down in some cases?
Steve, it was a madhouse in here.
I know.
Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say there's people we didn't get to, and that's true. And I didn't get to look at some of the deals as hard as I would have liked to, but it was absolutely mayhem in here. You want to do this again?
Kevin, I gotta tell you, I watched your face. You were so happy. People were all over the place. You were hanging deals at the banks. You were getting banks to make exceptions I've never seen made before. Had wholesalers here appraising trades for more money than I've ever got them to pay before.
Look, I can't deny that it was definitely fun, but it was definitely a little crazy. It was a circus in here. You absolutely want to do this again.
Just one more time, and
Can you afford to do it again? Can you afford to do it again?
I can't afford not to do it. The customers needed to want to come here and buy a car and extend those payments for 12 months. I didn't get to everybody. We're going to do the deal again just one more time, and that's it. So if you're within the sound of this, my voice, anywhere that you come from, this is it. Get here this time and get the deal that everybody else got last week.
Ladies and gentlemen, bottom line is now through the close of business Saturday. You just heard it. Steve says it. Kevin couldn't believe it, but they're going to do it one more time. We'll make your payment for an entire year. We'll make your payment for an entire year right here at Gordon Chevrolet. And Steve, at the end of the day, what are you going to do as we start the commercial right now?
Just do the deal.
Now through the close of business Saturday. And Steve, one thing.
Got a situation here. This guy only has, bank wants $5,000 down. Guy only has $2,000. What do you want me to do?
You mean to tell me we're going to make the next 12 payments, which he knows about. Mm-hmm. We're also going to give a little bit more on the trade.
Of the trade.
And we're going to have to reduce the amount of down payment that he has. Brian, you know what I would say to that?
What's that?
Just do the deal.
Steve, does this happen all the time? People just keep interrupting you. I mean, isn't it tough to get a little peace?
No, this goes on all day, and I just absolutely love it. I love the interaction with the customers, the salespeople. I've been doing this for 40 years, and this is how you sell a lot of cars in the Great Northeast.
I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we'll make your payments not for 3 months, not for 6 months, but an entire year. We'll make your payments for an entire year. Now, Steve, here's the question. Is it just on a couple of cars that are specially marked, or is it just the ones under the tent or the ones with the asterisk on the website? What cars qualify for this spectacular, unheard of promotion now through the close of business Saturday?
This is really going to get Kevin Seminaro. It's every car we have in stock, and that's 450 units in stock that are going to be on sale.
Wait a minute. You said 450 cars. That's just the new cars or just the pre-owned cars, right?
That's just new and pre-owned.
Both?
All of them.
You're kidding.
Anything that's on this lot is on sale.
Now, hold on a second.
One second. I know the camera's here, but I have Mr. Jones here. He has no money down on his new car. No money down. Needs a car today. Wants a new Malibu.
Well, I heard you talking about over there. I heard you talking to Kevin about it, and the bank required probably $6,500 down.
Correct.
To get this deal done at the payment the gentleman wanted.
Yes, sir.
I would say this, Jimmy, just do the deal.
Thank you.
No money down?
No money down.
And we'll make your payments for an entire year?
Absolutely.
I'm going to hit the gong. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unbelievable. The party has started right now, and it goes to the close of business Saturday. Steve, do you realize with a promotion like this, every brand new Chevrolet, every pre-owned vehicle, if it's here, if it's on the ground, if it's part of the 450 cars that are on the ground available for immediate delivery, they all qualify, and making the payments for an entire year, that's unbelievable.
Guess what, Greg?
What?
Just do the deal.
Just do the deal. Just do the deal. Just do the deal here at...
Tengo una familia hispana con solo $500 down payment. Quieren estar en 250 y deben mucho en el vehículo que tienen ahora.
I didn't understand a thing you said, but I will tell you this. Just do the deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, just do the deal. Say it again, Steve.
Just do the deal here at Gordon Chevrolet on the Boulevard.
And what is the deal?
12 monthly payments until next year at this time. I'll make them.
He is going to make your payments not for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months or 4 months, but an entire year. Steve says, just do the deal. That's exactly what he's going to do. Just do the deal. Steve, if they're in New Jersey, should they get here for the deal?
Absolutely.
If they're in the Lehigh Valley, should they get here for the deal?
Absolutely.
If they're in Delaware, should they get here for the deal?
Hold on, Delaware, hold on. Go ahead, Delaware too.
How about Bucks County?
Bucks County, you're welcome.
How about Atlantic County?
Atlantic County, you're welcome.
Camden and Burlington County?
Yes, Camden and Burlington County also. Bring them in. Bring them all in.
If they can see you, if they can hear you, if they're 5 minutes away, if they're 50 minutes away, if they're an hour and a half away, will you still give them the deal?
If they come from California and they can make it here, just do the deal.
And there's one more important thing. After you make the deal and you make their payments for an entire year, will you let them ring the gong?
I'll let you ring the gong twice.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it is the 3rd year anniversary celebration that it starts right now, and it goes through the close of business Saturday. It's right here at Gordon Chevrolet on the Boulevard in the Great Northeast. Steve Silverio will make your payments, not for 1 month, not for 2, but an entire year worth of payments that Steve Silverio and the staff at Gordon Chevrolet will make for an entire year. But remember, it's now through the close of business Saturday, right here on the Boulevard in the Great Northeast. After all, when Steve says,
just do the deal,
Steve really means,
just do the deal.
We'll see you when you get here at Gordon Chevrolet. Remember, we'll make your payments for an entire year. Steve, ring that gong.
We'll make your payments for an entire year, starting now through the closing of business on Saturday.
When Steve said, just do the deal,
we just do the deal. Just do the deal.
We're joined right now by Kevin S. He's the general sales manager here at Gordon Chevrolet. And Kevin, no doubt about it, when Steve says,
Just do the deal.
he really means,
Just do the deal.
and right now, for the 3rd anniversary celebration, Gordon Chevrolet will make your payments for an entire year. Now, obviously, to make that happen, Kevin, that's where you and your staff really have to work hard, really have to be buttoned up to make things happen. Tell us about the process here at Gordon Chevrolet by getting folks that... hold on a second.
Don't forget, Kevin, to tell everybody about no money down. You can buy a car at Gordon Chevrolet.
It's true. No money down. We have a guaranteed credit approval process. We also have credit rebuilding programs. We also work with customers' own banks if they bring in their own financing. We work with credit unions. We also have a complement of some of the finest prime banks in the country. So people come in with absolutely outstanding credit. We're able to get them the lowest interest rates on the market today.
Now, in addition to those situations, what about... hold on a second.
Also, don't forget, we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe.
Does he really mean that?
Unfortunately for me, yes, he does. We will pay off your trade no matter what you owe.
Now, I got to ask you, one thing I've noticed about Steve is throughout this program, he has been interrupted time after time. Does that really happen every day?
That really is true. One of the big differences here at Gordon Chevrolet is actually Steve. Nowhere else, and I've been in the business a long time, do you have an owner that's actually out on the floor talking to customers, bringing customers into his office, hammering out a deal with them. Steve will actually call the bank on a customer's behalf to try to get better loan terms for them. So, yes, that really is true. When he says just do the deal, he really does mean it.
And that's his office really over there that I saw earlier?
That is really Steve's office on the showroom floor, just like in the commercial. Yes, sir.
So here's the next deal. There are people that I'm sure come to your dealership that were at another dealership the other day, yesterday, maybe even earlier today. Matter of fact, let me just Steve, come here for a minute. Come here. This is important. So the perception is, at some places, that every single person that comes to a dealership can get financed. That's not always true, is it?
No, absolutely not. A lot of dealers will be advertising. I see the commercials constantly. Come on down, no money down, no job. We'll get you financed. We'll give you minimum trades. If you can just pull it in here, rent a Rex for $4,000. We hear all these ads. But here at Gordon Chevrolet, I'll tell you this, nobody works harder than the management team and myself at this dealership to get everybody approved that we can get approved.
What is the most important thing that a person needs to have to put them in the best position to get a deal?
Well, you've either got to be working, you've got to have some sort of income, whether it be SSI, Social Security,
Alimony,
palimony. Just you have to have a stable income of something coming in that's verifiable, and the ability to be able to make that car payment to the bank. And you're driving home in a car today.
So if they can show you that, you're pretty confident that they can come in here and you're going to help them out.
I can just about get that deal done just about every time.
And Steve says just do the deal. You really mean just do the deal, don't you?
I love just doing the deal.
And right now, Steve, one more time before we let you go. What's the deal?
The deal is I'll make the next 12 months worth of payments for you here at Gordon Chevrolet till next year at this time. And on top of that, you come in here, you're going to hear it. Just do the deal.
And I have a feeling, Kevin, he says that all the time.
We hear it quite a bit. Just do the deal. He definitely does mean it.
So people that have had problems in the past, such as, bankruptcies, foreclosures, slow pay, no pay, past medical bills, college loans, are they situations that scare you at all?
Not really. A lot of those things are things that just happen in life to a lot of good people. And we do have the programs and the banks set up to overcome most of those obstacles, in the right scenario. So just like Steve says, if you have a job, you have verifiable income, for the most part, we can put you in a vehicle. Absolutely.
Now, no upfront credit needed. I like to ask this question because I'm amazed here at Gordon Chevrolet that not only do you find ways to get it done, but the first thing you do is you really worry about the car that the customer wants. You're not worried about getting that credit application to the bank. You're not worried about that.
That's true. Let me speak about that a little bit. When most customers go shopping to go to a dealership, and the first thing a salesperson does is say, "Hey, folks, can you sit down? Can I get a credit application?" They want to make sure that you can buy because they feel like if they don't see your credit, they may be wasting your time. And that's not what we do here at Gordon Chevrolet. One of the ways we feel about it is if we don't have a vehicle you want to buy, your credit doesn't matter. So the first thing that we do is ask customer what their wants and needs are, take them out on the lot, find a vehicle that is the right vehicle for them and they want to purchase. And after that, we complete the sales process.
So it's really that easy. It's really that simple. And literally, when they come to this dealership now through the close of business Saturday, not only are they going to be able to take advantage of the fact is that we'll make your payment for an entire year at Gordon Chevrolet, but in addition to that, you're going to really let them walk the lot and find that brand new Chevrolet, find that pre-owned automobile, find that off-lease vehicle that they want, and you're going to let them find that vehicle first before they do anything else.
Well, like I said, if we don't have a vehicle you want to buy, your credit doesn't really matter. So absolutely, come in, browse the inventory, please find something that is what you're looking for and what you're ready to take home.
And trust me, folks, I say this kind of with a smile on my face, but the truth is, if you don't like the answer you get, you just come in and ask for Steve, and you tell Steve the deal, and Steve's going to say,
just do the deal. He always does.
And he always does, ladies and gentlemen. It's right here. It's in the great Northeast. This is General Sales Manager Kevin. His staff is here to help you. They're always working deals right back there. You'll see Kevin back there. You'll see Steve back there. The bottom line is, at the end of the day, now through the close of business Saturday, it is an unprecedented deal. So you've got the rest of this week through the close of business Saturday, and when Saturday the lights go off, they close the door, they lock the door. That's the end of the deal. But until then, we'll make your payment for an entire year, over allowances for the trades, all kinds of opportunities, all kinds of situations, but it's only right here in the great Northeast at Gordon Chevrolet. After all, when Steve says,
just do the deal,
he really means,
just do the deal.
And the deal is, we'll make your payment for an entire year, and they've got the financing to make it happen. Where at?
Gordon Chevrolet on the Boulevard.
Just do the deal.
And this is Danny B. Danny Biviano. He's the service director here at Gordon Chevrolet. And Danny, what is it like working with Steve when he says, just do the deal?
It's just a dump truck full of fun every single day. It's just nonstop laughs. What a pleasurable place to work. I can't tell you how many people I get every single day that buy their car at the corner place and come in and they got overcharged, the transmission's bad, the motor's bad. They come in here all distraught, don't know what they're going to do. I'm stuck with a car. Steve says, just bring them over, Danny. Bring them over and let me do the. You bring them over, let me steer their boat. I get them over and Steve undoes the deal, absorbs some of their equity, makes their down payment. I can't tell you how many people I've seen just come in here in an old jalopy and drive out of here in a brand new Chevy with a low payment, happy as a clam in sand.
So when Steve says, just do the deal, does he really just do the deal?
He just does the deal.
All right, Steve, it's the 3rd anniversary celebration. I got to tell you, I've heard about a lot of different anniversary celebrations, but none quite like this. If you want a brand new Chevrolet, if you want a pre-owned Chevrolet, if you want a program car, if you want any make and model pre-owned car that is on the ground and available for retail sale, listen to this 3rd anniversary promotion. I've never heard one like this. We'll make your payment for an entire year. Now think about that. Will make your payment for an entire year. Number one, Steve, that's a lot of car payments. Number two, I know it's the 3rd anniversary. This isn't the 5th anniversary or the 25th anniversary, but this is kind of a crazy promotion. Now, I'm going to give you one more time to say you change your mind, because this is a lot of stuff to put out there for folks. I'm going to give you one more time to stop the camera, stop the promotion right now.
You know, Greg, you're right. 12 months worth of payments is a lot of payments. I should probably give it a second thought, but you know, we're already through this. Let's do it.
All right. Well, when Steve says, just do the deal, Steve really means?
Just do the deal.
Well, here at Gordon Chevrolet, 6301 East Roosevelt Boulevard. Of course, that's at the corner of the Boulevard and Bustleton here in the great Northeast. Now through the close of business Saturday, they will make your payment for an entire year. And it's that easy. It's that simple. Get here to Gordon Chevrolet. You don't want to miss it. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware. If you've ever thought about buying a car, it doesn't get any better than we'll make your payment for an entire year. That's going on right now through the close of business here at Gordon Chevrolet. Now, Steve, one of the things that you brought to your store from day one is the fact that you've told people that you are accessible, that your office is on the showroom floor, and that people can come and talk to you if they're having a problem and they don't get the deal they think they need or the deal they deserve. They can come talk to you, and you're going to make the deal. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes.
So where exactly is this office that we hear about that is located on the showroom floor?
If you turn around, it's right behind you.
Back here?
That's the office right there.
Well, as I look in there, Steve, it's a nice office, but there's something missing.
What's probably missing is you don't see somebody in front of the office taking names and numbers and say he'll get right back to you.
Yes, 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 yes. How come you don't do that?
I want to be accessible to the public. I want to be accessible to the customer. I want them to know that I'm in it with them, and we're going to make car deals.
One thing I've learned about you, Steve, is that the salespeople love you, the customers like you, and I think this is a big part of it, the office. Oh, okay, go ahead, Jason.
Hey, Steve, I'm selling a 16 Impala. Customer loves the car. Deal's approved. All we need is an extra $2,000 for the trade-in. I'm already paying the first 12 months for the car, so.
So we're doing the 12 payments.
Yep.
We're now want to give them $2,000 more, you said, for the trade.
Extra $2,000, I can get this deal done.
We're already $3,000 over book.
I understand.
We're going to give them another $2,000. And I'm assuming the reason why you're doing that is because there's probably a lot of negative equity in that trade.
It is. We need
probably
the
about $7,000 or $8,000. We get another $2,000?
Yeah, another $2,000 will get this done.
Will that make the customer happy?
Yeah.
Just do the deal then.
All right, no problem.
You're going to give them all that for their trade and help them get out of that upside-down equity and make the payments for an entire year, Steve?
It's good until Saturday night. Let's do it.
Now, I got to ask you something. I realize that I've seen this happen all the time. Does this really happen that the salesman will just come up to you, tap you on the shoulder, and say, listen, Steve, I got to interrupt you. Do they really do this all day long?
This goes on all day, all night. From when I leave at night, 8, 9 o'clock at night. They come up to me constantly. I need extra money on my trade. Can you make a big call to the bank for me, Steve? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm here to help them make car deals.
Wow. Now, something else I noticed, Steve, here at Gordon Chevrolet is the fact that when folks come here, okay, and they're immediately greeted here, they're not brought inside. I noticed that they're allowed to wander and find a car that they're really looking for. A lot of other places people go and they're immediately taken in and sat down to the salesman's desk before they even get a chance to show the salesman the car. So what's different here at Gordon Chevrolet?
Well, if you think about it, customer comes in, they're spending a lot of money on cars today. Most dealerships sit them down, go to the desk, manager picks out a car, tells them that they can go out and look at this car, and that's the car they're supposed to buy. Why would you want to spend X amount of dollars on a car and not pick the car out that you want? I believe in letting them pick out the car they want. Our job is to get them into the car they want for the payment they want. That's our job.
Wow. So they can come here to Gordon Chevrolet on the Boulevard in the Great Northeast, and they could pick out the car they want without the upfront credit that is needed at other places.
You're exactly right.
Go ahead, sir.
Boss,
Go ahead.
the customer just drove 170 miles and needs more for their trade. What do I do?
How much more do you need for the trade?
$1,700.
$1,700. And
We're making their payments for an entire year. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I don't.
you're doing the total payment. You did stop at the desk, and they said to come see me, obviously, because it's a little above their.
I don't know how we're going to do it.
That's a tough deal.
Just do the deal.
Oh, thanks, boss.
And the 12 payments?
And the 12 payments.
We'll make your payments for an entire year. Just do the deal.
Just do the deal.
Alex, excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear what Steve said? He's going to extend We'll Make Your Payment for an entire year now through the close of business Saturday. Did you hear this?
I did hear something like that. Yes, I did.
So what do you think? It's crazy, isn't it?
It is, but you know what? Let's just do the deal.
All right, so since we're just going to do the deal, and since you speak Spanish and you have a lot of folks that come to Gordon Chevrolet that prefer to speak Spanish, why don't you give them the great news? Give them the great news.
All right, no problem. Si vienes aquí, no importa el crédito, no importa si tienes Social Security, si están de bancarrota, después que tengan prueba de pagaré, le vamos a ayudar a comprar el auto que es para ti y para tu familia. No tengan miedo, aquí hablan español. Tengo muchos staff que hablan español y le pueden ayudar para comprar el auto que ustedes escojan. Nosotros lo que vamos a hacer, los managers aquí, van a trabajar para ponerle en el auto que ustedes quieran. No importa el crédito, no importa si están en bancarrota, Social Security. Nosotros lo que vamos a hacer es, vamos a hacer el trato. Y lo que no me entendieron, just do the deal.
Just do the deal.
We will make your payments for an entire year from now until the close of business Saturday.
When Steve says just do the deal, we just do the deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or Delaware, the Delaware Valley, or the Lehigh Valley, if you can see Steve, if you can hear Steve, you need to be here now through the close of business Saturday. And Steve, when you say just do the deal, you mean just do the deal. And if folks are just joining us, what is the deal between now and the close of business Saturday?
Not only am I going to be able to appraise your trade more than anybody in the market, not only am I going to be able to get you approved with one of 21 banks, we're going to make your next 12 payments until this time next year.
And you're sure you're going to stick to it?
I'm absolutely going to stick to it till Saturday night. When the last customer leaves, the sale is over, and that's it.
And ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you with a sale like this, Steve, you can't afford to run a sale like this very long, over-appraising. Top dollar for their trade-in, upside down. You're working with all these situations, and at the end of the day, the icing on the cake is you're going to make their payments for an entire year. That's why you can't afford to do it after Saturday, right?
You're exactly right. 3 days of this, and that'll be enough.
Now, something else that's very important here at Gordon Chevrolet on the Boulevard here in the Great Northeast, when Steve says just do the deal, he means just do the deal, but also here at Gordon Chevrolet, it is amazing how many people come to this dealership, and the minute they arrive at this dealership, I notice that your salespeople immediately escort them back to the lot. They're not bringing them in. They're not trying to get them to fill out this credit app or that credit application or this paperwork or that paperwork. So why is it different here at Gordon Chevrolet on the Boulevard in the Great Northeast than the other experiences people may have had?
We at Gordon Chevrolet, we all feel this way. The salespeople, the management team, everybody feel that your time is valuable. We're not going to waste your time and sit you down, pull your credit, try to convince you to take a car you don't want to buy for whatever reason. You come in here, you meet a salesperson, they walk out to the lot, you pick out the car that you're going to buy and drive home today, and it's our job, the management team at Gordon Chevrolet, me included, is to get you approved on the car that you want with little or no money down.
And knowing you, Steve, and your team, you're going to find a way.
We're going to figure it out. There's no question.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember that means no upfront credit needed at Gordon Chevrolet. You're going to love it. You're going to come here. You're going to feel like $1 million. You're going to find the car you want. You're going to drive it out of here. And at the end of the day, Steve's going to make your payments not for 1 month, not for 2 months, but an entire year. Now, through the close of business Saturday, Steve will make your payments for an entire year. So, Steve, if they're in New Jersey, should they come by?
Absolutely.
If they're in Delaware, down in even Dover, Delaware, should they come by?
Absolutely.
If they're up in the Poconos in the Lehigh Valley, should they come by?
Absolutely.
If they're here in the city of brotherly love, should they come by?
Absolutely. And even the short drive over the Tacony Palmyra?
Yes.
Just come on over from Jersey. We're 2 minutes from the bridge. Come on in.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember it is an unprecedented 3rd anniversary. And Steve, not only do you have all these spectacular promotions with We'll Make Your Payment for an entire year, not only do you have it with no upfront credit needed, not only do you have the financing to get people done, even if other people have told them no, you say yes here. But in addition to that, your office is on the showroom floor, which makes it easy. If they don't just quite like the deal, we've seen it throughout the show. People have been interrupting us like crazy throughout the show. They come to you, they grab you on the showroom floor, they grab you in your office, they can see you, they can talk to you, and they can get your attention.
I'm telling every customer out there that comes into this store, if you don't get the deal you want, you don't get the money for your trade, if we have trouble on the floor getting this deal at the bank, you just ask for me. I'll be more than happy to come out, and we'll make sure this deal goes down the road for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember, now through the close of business, excuse me.
I have a customer here who's interested in a brand new Traverse that we don't have in stock, but I found one 300 miles away.
You mean to tell me we're going to make the next 12 payments for him? We're going to drive 300 miles to get this Traverse?
Yes, sir.
I would just do the deal.
Thank you.
You made that easy.
It's always easy.
Yeah.
I got a customer who just got over bankruptcy, and the only way to make the deal is to discount the car by $5,000.
We got a bankruptcy?
Yes.
We do have a job?
Yes.
Do they have a trade?
No, good.
No trade? And we're going to make the 12 payments for him?
Yes.
Just do the deal. I'll call the bank personally.
Wow. Steve, this is amazing. Is it like this all the time?
It's that easy.
Steve, I got a trade here. Customer wants $30,000 for their trade. It's got a couple door dents all over it, and it's going to need about $1,500 in interior repairs. What do we do?
And they want $30,000 for this?
$30,000.
Steve, you can't do this deal.
You know something?
What?
Let's go ahead. Just do that deal.
Do the deal?
Do the deal. Let's go.
$30,000? And we'll make your... You got somebody else's attention here. Hold on.
Did you look at this? We're going to give these folks $30,000 for this vehicle?
Kevin, it's one of the last deals that we're going to do up until Saturday night. Let's just go ahead, put it all in, do the deal for them.
You're sure? This deal?
This deal right there. Let's do it.
You're the boss, Steve.
You're the boss.
$30,000 on that car?
Jefe, tengo a José, le encanta el Camaro.
The Spanish guy again.
No tiene down payment, ¿ok? Y debe mucho en el vehículo de ahora y quiere estar en pagos muy bajos. ¿Qué dice?
Again, I didn't understand a word he said, but guess what? Just do the deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may not understand what he said, but the bottom line is Steve at the end of the day is going to say,
just do the deal.
And Steve, just in case people didn't hear you in the Lehigh Valley, the Delaware Valley, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, or Delaware, say that trademark saying again.
At Gordon Chevrolet, we just do the deal.
And the deal right now through the close of business Saturday is this simple. We'll make your payment for an entire year. That's right. Steve says, just do the deal. And he means,
just do the deal.
We'll make your payments for an entire year now through the close of business Saturday. But remember, it's not Monday. It's not Tuesday. Steve can't afford to run it that long. But now, through the close of business Saturday, every single time, if you have the wherewithal to get a vehicle, Steve is going to say,
just do the deal.
And he really means it. And that deal for the 3rd anniversary is, we'll make your payment for an entire year. That's a lot of payments that are on Steve and the team right here at Gordon Chevrolet. That is Steve Silverario. My name is Greg Hennis. We'll see you when you get here at Gordon Chevrolet. Remember, when Steve says,
just do the deal.
He really means,
just do the deal.
And he's going to make your payment for an entire year right here at
Gordon Chevrolet on Roosevelt Boulevard in the Great Northeast.
We'll see you when you get here. And remember, Steve says,
just do the deal.
Advantage Broadcasting. Move ahead.